Scruffy. How are you? Wow, that's kind of a weird meow. It's kind of depressing. Okay, well I have, let's see, your ocean whitefish and kibble with earth. Okay. Yep, Scruffy's getting in position. Haven't even gotten the glove on yet. Okay. So where are you going? I'm gonna sit down. Okay, that's a little more normal. So the weather, I think, continued its cooling trend. So it was even cooler than yesterday. It was actually still pretty nice today. So the sun was out. It was not cold by any stretch. So it was a very comfortable day. So I went out for a run late this afternoon, and I expected a lot more people. But it was actually, kind of quiet. It was, not that many people. I thought it'd be a huge picnic day or something. So I did see there was one barbecue going on, and saw a bouncy castle somewhere else, but not really like huge crowds that I expected. Because weather's been nice, and it's kind of that time of year. Like yesterday when I was at my bicycle ride, it wasn't actually that busy, but I did pass. There was a big graduation party going on at near the campgrounds, and I think they even brought in their own catering truck. So it looked like there was a taco truck or something. And usually this park doesn't have trucks, with the exception of that park anniversary a couple weeks ago. But that's an unusual event. But generally speaking, there aren't food trucks or anything that come to this park. And so, surprised to see that there was looked like a taco truck or something. But I think, it was connected to the graduation party that was being thrown. So so surprised not to see more things going on today at the park where I go running, because it seemed like it's just that time of year, and the weather's good, so I'm not sure what's going on. So my run was terrible. Worst run in quite a while. Not sure why, but I think part of the... Oh, he swatted at me. Okay. So immediately used his face to get rubbed. He didn't actually make contact, so that was good. He hasn't swatted at me for a while. I'm thinking it may have been over a month now. So I usually keep track of when he scratches me, because it deters me from ever taking off this protective glove. But I have noticed that he hasn't been scratching at me for the last month or so. So starting to reconsider that position. But yeah, that swipe made me a little nervous, but to his credit, he didn't actually make contact. So I will still continue to be cautious, but I will consider the fact that he didn't make contact still positive progress. Yeah, there's a love bite there. So anyway, yeah. So one of my excuses for my bad run, I think, is my. It's indirectly related to the corn or callus I'm trying to get rid of on my foot. So I've been using these medicated patches. So they contain acid that I guess is supposed to eat away at the corn or the callus. I think it's working. So last night, yeah, a lot of the thick skin I was able to peel off, and the place where it was kind of scabby or darkened, I was actually able to kind of clean that area off. There's still a lot of thick skin and stuff I need to continue, I think, removing. So I'm not completely done, but I think it's getting close. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to buy more of those medicated pads. And not. There was only, I think, 6 in the package, and they last 2 days each, according to the instructions, and I'm about out. I got one more pouch, I think. But anyway, one of the problems I've been having with the patches, it's really hard to. It's not staying on, even though it has its own little adhesive. So to compensate for the pad not staying in position, I've been using painter's tape to basically wrap the adhesive more securely. Around my toe, and I think the problem today was the painter's tape was rubbing against my other toe, and it's actually starting to cause me some discomfort, and I'm hoping I don't create another a new blister or something there. Yeah, so the painter's tape is kind of working, but yeah, it was still, the adhesive was still kind of shifting around. It wasn't staying in place, so I put like a much bigger, thicker piece of painter's tape on last night, and I think because it's so thick now, it really started irritating my toe next to it, particularly on my run. So after I got home from my run, one of the things I did buy was corn protector. So it's not medicated or anything, but it's just something. It has like a gel and a soft elastic bandage that you just slip on, and it's supposed to just protect your toe. So I figured after I was done with the medication, I might need that. But instead, I'm actually using it on the toe next to it, so try to protect my other toe from getting rubbed too much by the painter's tape. So hopefully the run will not have done too much damage to it today. I can tell it's kind of it's red and it's sensitive. Hopefully, it won't turn into a blister or worse. I won't be going for a run tomorrow, so I'll have a chance to heal. Okay, Scruffy, I think you're probably ready for food. Okay. Let me out, huh? Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm done. So let's see. I actually think I did see Scruffy this morning sleeping on the big table for a little bit, but he then quickly got off, and yeah, it's kind of repeated the same pattern as the past week or so. So he's not been on the big table that much. I think more so the past couple days. I think it could be related to the hot temperatures. So when it was really hot, maybe he stayed off the table. And then finally at lunchtime, I didn't see him on the table, so I decided to bring out his water. And yeah, he was on the other side of the table. I played the waiting game a little bit today, though not as long, I think, as last time. And Scruffy won that game. So I went in before he decided to come to the water bowl. So the waiting game is basically me squatting next to the bowl, seeing if he will come and drink the water with me next to him. Because he doesn't really still seem to trust me entirely, or that much. Only at dinner does he seem to let me touch him or approach him. Every other time he's very defensive. So I was thinking if I can get him a little more acclimated to me at other times, maybe that would foster some progress. So past few times this last week I've been playing this waiting game where I just squat by the bowl and see if his thirst will have him drink next to me, even though I don't even touch him. And today, he didn't come. But maybe I needed to wait longer, but yeah, today I didn't feel as motivated to wait longer. Even though it was cooler. So I mentioned two nights ago, Scruffy was meowing at the door starting right after dinner, because I left the door open to cool down the house, and he was kind of being obnoxious all night, trying to get my attention by meowing and looking in the kitchen window or looking in at the other open door. And I was trying to ignore him because I didn't want to be mean to him and make him think I was actually going to feed him or something. So last time it was hot and I had the doors open. Yeah, he never did that. So this is kind of new. So anyway, so yesterday I was kind of wondering how do you react when I finally came out here, and when I brought out the water at lunch, he was completely disinterested in me. And then he was kind of he wasn't actually all that interested in me last night for dinner either. So I was kind of wondering what would happen last night after dinner, and yeah, I didn't see him after dinner, so I think he went back to his normal routine. So I think for him, probably the trigger was just seeing the door open and the windows open. More probably the door than anything else. So I think, yeah, he may start associating that open door with a chance for an extra meal. Past a few times when he's come to that door and I hear him or something, I give him a midnight snack. This time it was just open, just to cool down the house, and I think maybe he thought, oh, automatic meal. So I'm going to eat here, and then even though the human is right there, I'm going to leave, go around the corner, sit at the next door, and then maybe the human is going to feed me again, right now, even though I just ate. Which leads me to think maybe he thinks I'm actually several different people. So there's one person who feeds him right now for dinner, who sits here, and then there's another person around the corner who feeds him if he comes to the door sometimes, and then there's another person who comes out here during the day that brings his water. I'm not sure if Scruffy's that dense or not. I don't think he is, but yeah, I don't know about him sometimes. So I have read that cats aren't very good at visually recognizing people. So like they don't see color like we see color. So even if it's like really obvious, wearing different clothes or something like or the same clothes, that's not enough. Or if you have a beard, they won't recognize the beard. Or if you wear your hair in a certain way, they won't recognize the hair in a certain way. But I've read that they do actually have a really good sense of smell and a really good sense of hearing. So the fact that I'm always talking and I probably smell really bad after my runs, shouldn't be able to mistake me. But who knows? So anyway, at the park, I was kind of wondering, maybe the reason I didn't see as many barbecues today is maybe that price inflation's finally gotten to people. So too expensive to do a barbecue. I don't really believe that. Prices have been elevated for a while. But I am really surprised I didn't see a lot more activity today. I'm not sure what's going on. So on the topic of expensive food, I've decided to finally do another cheat meal. I think it's been a couple weeks since I did the Rogan Josh with chicken. So today, I was really tempted to do either tacos or a burger because it's been on my head for a really long time. Probably should do it, but today I felt more like doing a pot roast, Yankee pot roast. So a while back, I did buy a chuck roast, and it was expensive even then. So I cut it up into smaller pieces. And the last time I made a pot roast, I used a really small piece, and I tried to cut back on the recipe and put in extra vegetables and basically make a smaller quantity and also a cheaper price, and it didn't have enough meat in it. So tonight, I'm kind of doing the same thing, except still have a couple of pieces of chicken I didn't use from the... Uh-oh, I think Scruffy's going to throw up. Okay, I think he's okay. Please be okay. Oh no, he's throwing up. So there's going to be 2 more. This is near the end of the meal this time. Wish he'd throw up on the mat or the plate. One more. So that will probably be it. Okay, folks, so I think I'm going to get him some extra kibble to replace the food that he's thrown up. And I think I'm just going to go in and let him eat in peace. I remember last time I tried to eat while he was out here, and I think he wanted a break, and he didn't like me being here, especially after he threw up. So I think allowing him to eat in peace probably settle his stomach a little better. So I'm going to get up here and give him his extra kibble, but I'm going to probably stop filming here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.